Hello, I'm back. This is my integrated tool for rigging. As you can see, when you, at least when you watch the previous videos I've made, you would see that I had a little bit of trouble with the icons. I fixed that one. I also fixed the mirroring, which you can see here. This one creates the new parts. So if you have a left one, it creates the right side. If you have the right side, it creates the left side. The current means that you need to you want to mirror the position from left to right, and you already have the other side. That's very important that you actually have the other side there, else it would just skip it. Another new feature I have is the spacing, which means like you can control the distance between the joints that will be created within the control curve. I'll show you. Let's make a new spine. This is actually a tail, so let's make a spine. So now I have a spacing of 1, so if you see from the side perfectly everything is 1. Let's remove this and make a new one with a spacing of 0.5, and now everything is 0.5. So depending on how small the spine needs to be or a different part, you can fix that with the spacing. I've changed this part as well. I've put in more buttons just with labels, because that's better. It's readable. Maybe you click on something that you don't like. Now it's explains more what it is. So if I go back a few steps, let's create a spine. Dum, 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 dum. So now we have a spine. And I want a simple IK version of it with just 2 controls, a bottom and a top one. This one actually uses skinning a curve to joints. This one uses an IK, advanced triple spine is something I'm working on. It uses 1 spine for skinning, 2 duplicates, 1 for the rotation and 1 for the position. Nice error. The other, which is this one, is creating a ribbon. I will show you that with the tail, because I think it's it's better for that part. So first off, simple IK spine. It also uses the an IK spine for it. It just has, let's see, 2 controls. Let's put you on. The downside, I can use my 0 button, because also I'll just cancel it. Do it this way. Oh, not -1. Step to 0. What's wrong with this one? I'll just keep it that way. Oh. It doesn't seem entirely to work. Let's remove this one. Let's see if it works with this. Nope. I need to revisit this part, that's for sure. I think I know why. That's why. It was parented to the root version, so let's redraw it. It's this is the, I think, the nicest thing of my tool. Like, if you screw up one part, it doesn't matter that much. Just delete and rebuild the curve again. It remembers the settings, well, at least for this session. And you just say build full skeleton again, and then you actually have your curve again. So what if I say yes, that was it. I think that was it. Yes. So just as you saw, I selected the spine, which is and then it parents all the joints that I create to it, and that's why I got double translations. So I need to fix that one as well. If you can see, it's really works well, and you have the rotations as well. So the spine rotates. Just make some polygons to show you what I mean. Not everything. Back to that one. Back to that one. Let's rotate. You can see it creates a smooth transition in the positions. And if I, yes. Front and right as well. Yes. That's one way I've created it. The other one, let's create a new one. Just so I'll put that one on the side, and just want to the advanced twist spines. Oh, damn. It's something I need to work on. I need to fix. Like, when you do an action, it actually does every step instead of just one action. So I need to merge that. So let's remove this one. Advanced twist IK. I don't know what happened. Yes. Well, it's kind of the same as the previous one. It only uses a different technique. If I select the IK handle and you go to attribute editors, handle, nope, solver attributes, I enabled the twist controls, put it the right settings, so you have this control joints, which are they are here. somewhere. There's a spine 001 control 0. Ah, that's the controller. Use that as an as a start and the end point. So just rotate. Kind of have the same effect. It just uses an attribute within the IK handle. And I can, because I've made more controllers, I can have more control with the spine itself. So what if you have a character which needs to wiggle around? For example, a superhero with super flexibility. So whoop, and just follows the curve nicely. The length of the joints don't change. Stretch IK is something I want to implement as well. It's fun if you have a cartoon-like character that indeed can do weird kind of stuff. This is also, you can also use this for a tentacle or for a long robot arm that swings around. Let's remove this one. Yes. So. And then the ribbon part, which I think is quite cool. For that, I actually want to thank Dev Dennis. You can find him on YouTube. DEV Dennis with double N. I use his tutorials to kind of understand how the structure of a ribbon works. He uses kind of different approach. He uses N hair for it, but I don't want that. I want to be as clean as possible with only joints and surfaces. So let me create it. Create ribbon. Yes. So first of all, you're gonna see like why does he have the surface and why are all the joints unparented. It's actually to show you the influence these joints are having, and I'm missing a joint. Well, actually missing one control joint here. So 1, 2, 3. Where's 3? Why is it over there? This is wrong. So this is where it needs to be. So with the what's a ribbon? Why ribbon? Ribbon actually quite flexible. You can use it for a lot of kind of things. For example, the cat's mustache, so to call it, and because it's a NURB surface, it demonstrates it much better. Let's reverse the shape. I need to go to surface. This one, rebuild, reverse. Yes. Now it's back. I think that's it. Maintain offset. Ah, maybe this is why. So let's go to the rust position. And I enable it goes back. So it's something I will fix, because actually it's something that definitely needs some work. Back to demonstration. Or just this will move anyway, so I would just do the thing. Why this? Why just joins? As you can see, the nerve surface is really smooth. Transition, you can rotate it, kind of, and you can independently move parts. So now you can actually see the effect it has, and you can create really nice shapes with it for indeed tentacles or robotic arms, wires that are dancing around. Just think of something that needs to be very flexible and very, yeah, maybe it's an object that isn't alive, like that needs to become alive. Or you can use this to place your, for example, wires on a machine. You can use this to place it as well. So each part is quite flexible. This is one of the newest additions to my tool, this ribbon rig. It seems that I need to fix the center part of it. Too bad. Let's build something. Let's build an entire rig. So, or just the left side. Just go with the flow. So now I have these controls. Oh, this is the foot. Let's create a nice spine. That's a good height. It's kind of a short arm. Object mode. If you really want to see something awesome, there were a few new tech demos out from gaming companies. I think it was Ubisoft, something like it, that showed off their awesome skills. It really is something. I think that's one of the most interesting parts in the game industry nowadays. It gets more and more involved in movie kind of like effects and cinematics that are just like adventure level. So let's mirror it. I want this two to be mirrored. Create. And now I have one side entirely on this. So now I've copied it. Let's mirror it. Let's say I want this one. Yeah. You see, each part is checked. It copies the rotation of this one onto that one. Build full skeleton. Now another thing I've added. I don't see the joints that well. So another thing that I added is passive parenting. What is passive parenting? I kind of intended it to be to show you what the best or the closest joint is to that. Let's say it uses a spine as a central point, so it measures the distance from this one to this one, from this one to that one, etc. And that is for each limb that it has, for each tail, for each arm, each leg. And it just colorizes it depending on what's the closest. So if I rolled, just do it like this. So this is what I want to be parented. So now you see it. I kind of don't want this entire setting to be colorized, so that's something I can revisit. But what if you have multiple arms? That's something interesting. So clavicle, duplicate it. Yeah. And downside is that I need to rename this as well. So with the tool, if you made multiple arms, it names it automatically. So one and one. So let's make things a little bit smaller. Let's say it has something like this. You can do this much better with the tool. What I'm doing now just to demonstrate to you what happens if I rerun it. But now it has divided it again. Now we have a new color. Let's say you want new legs. New legs, move to the back. And again, I need to rename it. Just to remind you again, it's easy to use it with the dummy tool. Just make all the elements you want in your rig. So legs, tail, multiple legs if you even want to. This is just a humanized leg, but you can also redo this, shape it in a way of a horse. So I have a picture of a horse. There you go. Oh. So it follows this structure. This is the toe, this is the ball, this is the ankle, this is actually the ankle, this is the ball, this is the toe, this is the knee, this is the hip. So place it that way and it will work as well. I'm almost there. So yes, let's rerun it again. So as you've seen it, like these are closest to this. So this one was red, this one stays red. What if I kind of like, let's say, move it for a funky reason in this position? I don't know why, but maybe an evil monster with two bodies and two sets of legs, so it walks on the backside and kicks you. Bits of parenting. There you go. Again, a new piece is white, so this one's green, stays the same. These are all the new parts. Rerun it again. Oh. Doesn't work that well. Doesn't set the override again. Now, I can't really undo anything there. Why is that? Well, anyways. Poof. Now it's it actually finds the match, the closest one, and uses that match to parent it to it. So based on the distance from the spine joints, it says this is a match, this joint is a match with this joint. and from that on it parents it. So this is the best match in distance. But of course it's up to you to use it. For very fast rigging, you can, for rubbish rigging, so to call it, you can use it. This part will be adjusted. I'm gonna remove some of the options because joint orientation, maybe just fix the joint orientation. If you're a decent rigger, you can use it. If you don't really understand it, it's just too much information. And then this part, this is really the controllers. Let's say I want to have this in IK. The controllers, yes. At startup, it reads a small document, small file actually, in which there are names, and attached to the names is the data to create a curve. So let's say I want to create the triangle and create controller. There we have it. It's called triangle underscore control. It's for very basic needs, so you kind of need to adjust this because. So let's create this one. It just creates as a base, so you can create a zero group. What's a zero group, you might ask if you don't really understand it. I have it here, this one, zero group. If I have my control on this position, it has translate values, maybe even rotate values, and I don't want that, but I want it to be at that position. So what you create is a group which is at the same position as your triangle control, as my triangle control, with the correct rotations of it, and then it parents the controller into that group, and because of the group has the same values, the controller gets 0 values. So 0, 0, 0. That's what I'm going to create. Now I created it. Now it's called triangle control group. As you can see, this has the transformations, and this one has 0. So I can move it around, go back to 0, and now it's back to the position. For tool, and let's say we want to make a horseshoe kind of shape. So let's make a pentagram. Pentagon, sorry, pentagon. This kind of screwed. Yeah. So this is my new controller, and I want it to be exactly this, because then I can edit this. I don't know, just create something. Then we go to generator. Let's rename it to pentagon. It takes the name of the controller to save it, but that's possible. You can actually add selected to library. So you select it, and now it's added to it with the capital, of course. And if you say, I kind of don't want this to be there anymore because I don't need it, you say remove item from library. It's removed. You can do it for every one of them. I suggest you just don't delete the square triangle. Maybe directional is very useful, so maybe you want to keep that one. You can completely make your own library of controllers, and let's say this one is indeed the controller of the foot, but you want each side of them to be different color. So I want left to be this cyan color. So now it is. This one to be red. That's red. So you can use this to colorize and make sure people understand the difference between the left and right side, or faster, for example. That's one way I like to do it. Colorize it, and that way you have for yourself much better understanding of which part you're moving. And then for the rigging, I have an IK and FK rig, so apply FK, and it creates from the one you have selected, it creates an FK rig. Now you see this here. It is it's a polygon shape. You're like, why a polygon shape? I didn't want to create a box out of curves because you actually make too many points to actually create a curve, like a functioning curve. It's kind of, I find it kind of redundant to create more points than you actually need. So I used a polygon, which is possible as well. You can't create it at this point, but let's say you want to customize. You can just select it. Oh, go back. Go to face, and just. Of course, in object mode, it might be even. Make sure your pivot is in object mode, because that way you can transform this much better. If you use it in object mode, it kind of gets screwed most of the time. Okay. Oh, yes. I'm done now, so that needs to be fixed. So if I click it again, you actually freeze it. Or maybe a new button. So you lock your controller shape. That's if you want to do this by hand or every need to do it, just go to Object Display, Drawing Overrides, then go to Bounding Box. Bounding box. Now you can select the shape, but you cannot really select. Oh. Yes, but you can select parts of it. That was to be there. See. If I go to, let's say vertex, you cannot, because it's in bounding box. That was it. I will keep you updated. Ooh, it's 30 minutes. It's quite long. Good luck with watching. Just skip through it. Maybe I'll make a fast version of it and upload it as well. Enjoy. And have a good day.